there's good pain and bad pain. If I go for a run, it's normal if I haven't run for a while that I'm sore a day or two after, right?
Right.
But
yes.
but there's also bad pain. So how about you tell us a little bit about how to know the difference between the two?
Well, it's a good question, Nick, because good pain is something that is usually generally diffuse in your body or through a region of your body. So let's use the shoulder as an example. It might be throughout the whole area, all through there. And it'll get better with movement, gentle movement. It might persist a little bit, but generally it doesn't feel worse.
So that's if, like, say I had spent, if I had spent, I did like a whole day of just flowers, flowers, flowers. The next day I feel a little sore and stiff, but if I start practicing again, it will loosen up and start feeling better.
Exactly. Yeah. So with your warm-up or with a gentle movement, it might actually start to feel better. And usually that resolves in a day or two, so you won't feel it a week later, sort of thing. Yeah. Okay. Whereas bad pain, on the other hand, will get worse with movement. Right. So your shoulder's a bit sore, and then you go and you return to your practice, and you start moving around, and it gets worse and more irritated as you're doing your movements.
So that's if my shoulders in general had been bothering me, and I'm practicing flowers, and it's hurting more and more.
Right.
That's different.
Exactly.
Okay.
And another difference is that bad pain is often point specific. So instead of being through the region, you might say right here. And that isn't always the case, but it is sometimes the case. That you might have a specific spot in your shoulder that hurts, or it feels deep inside that hurts, something like that.
Yeah, is it also going to be a difference, like if it feels like it's the muscles, if it feels like it's the joint, like it's really in the joint, it's more likely to be trouble? Is that possible?
Well, not exactly, because yes, if you feel like it's in the joint, that's something to be alarmed about, but muscles can get into trouble as well, right? Muscles can get strained or overused, or maybe you get a tendinitis, which is the connection between your muscle and the bone that gets irritated. So it might be through here or a line through there. There's a lot of different ways it can present itself. So the general principle is that it's going to get worse with movement, or maybe it's point specific, and it might get better with rest, but every time you return to the movement, it comes back.
What are the signs, the things to look for when you might really want to see a doctor or another healthcare professional?
Right, so some signs that you actually have an injury include if you have any redness, swelling, inflammation. These are all signs of inflammation. If there's any pressure in an area, is sometimes really sensitive to touch, like you can't even touch your skin and it feels really sore. Those are all a group of signs that you might want to have it looked at professionally. Additionally, if you have any type of radiating into your another part of your body, say from your neck or shoulder down into your hand, or even just to the elbow, if you have any tingling, numbness, weakness, you can't feel your hands or a part of your body. Weakness is an important one as well. So one minute you're strong and the next minute you're inexplicably weak. Those are all really important signs that you should be looked at professionally to make sure that all of the causes of those types of red flags or warning signs can be looked at.
And hopefully, hopefully you'll never get there. So if you keep going through these resources and you practice properly, you warm up, and you have a good strategy for how to practice, we're hoping you'll never get to that point. But if you do, you want to check it out.
Exactly. So we're offering up strategies for prevention. We're not offering up strategies for rehabilitation. So if you have any of those warning signs of injury, go see someone, go see your physio, go see a doctor. But if you just have some of the little bad pain signs that you're not sure about, perhaps we can help you build your practice in a way that will allow you to be pain-free and healthy.